Good evening from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. I'm John Innsbrucker, and I'll be bringing you commentary on tonight's launch attempt of the Falcon 9 carrying the Eutelsat and ABS satellites. We've just passed the T-minus 15-minute mark, and we're continuing to count down towards an on-time launch. Launch is planned from SpaceX's Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. Tonight's mission features the first dual launch of the Boeing 702 SP satellites. The Eutelsat and ABS satellites are stacked atop one another inside the 43-foot-long SpaceX payload fairing. The SpaceX team is working no Falcon 9 issues at this time. The countdown has been very smooth. Falcon 9 rolled to the pad over 24 hours ago and went vertical. We entered the countdown sequence just at T-minus 3 hours. Propellant loading began on time, and we're currently just topping off liquid oxygen in the first and second stages. Liftoff tonight is targeted for 10:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 3 hours 50 minutes Universal Time. The Eutelsat and ABS satellites are go. The crews are working no issue. The satellites have gone on internal power at T-minus 40 minutes and are ready for launch. Range support is go, both for Air Force safety and tracking assets, as well as the SpaceX ground stations around the world. And finally, weather is go, with only a 10% probability of issues. Upper altitude winds are good. And with that, we're going to listen to the Falcon 9 launch conductor poll the team for terminal count.
GNC. GNC.
GNC and countdown.
Verify ready to go for launch.
Go for launch.
Ground.
Ground is go.
VC.
VC go.
GC.
GC is go.
RC.
RC go.
OSM.
OSM go.
Rock. Rock.
Perfect. Yeah, appreciate it. Ready.
CE.
CE is go.
MM.
MM's go.
LD. Verify go to initiate terminal count.
This is the LD. Verifying go to initiate terminal count.
Copy. DC. Start the terminal count auto sequence set to start at T-minus 10 minutes.
Proceeding with terminal count and countdown master.
If a hold is called from this point forward, the terminal count auto sequence will be aborted. Indicate an abort or hold condition by saying hold, hold, hold on the primary countdown net. In this event, the VC will immediately abort the auto sequence. The VC shall not abort the auto sequence after T-minus 10 seconds, and operators shall not call a hold after T-minus 10 seconds. If a hold is called, all operators proceed to the terminal count abort steps in section 10.64.
Tonight's mission timeline includes 2 burns of the second stage engine to place the satellites into a supersynchronous geotransfer orbit. The upper stage of the Falcon 9 should shut down at T+8 minutes 50 seconds. A second burn of the upper stage engine, called the MVAC-D, will begin just under 26 minutes into flight and last for about 1 minute. At T+30 minutes into the flight, the ABS satellite will be deployed, followed 5 minutes later by Eutelsat. Our webcast will end as usual after the first burn of the upper stage engine. Now, a note of caution for the viewers tonight. We may not be able to bring live video through the end of the first burn of the MVAC-D engine. We are experiencing data transmission issues from our Bermuda ground station that would cover the last minute of that burn. We will see in real time if we have video and vehicle telemetry. Otherwise, we will end the webcast without seeing the usual shutdown of the second stage engine. Now, you've heard the SpaceX team give their go for entering terminal countdown. That sequence will begin shortly at T-minus 10 minutes, where the Falcon 9 flight computers and ground computers take control of the final events in the countdown headed to launch. So with that, we're going to listen in as we enter the terminal countdown sequence.
It's 10 minutes and counting on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. VC announced terminal count has started.
Terminal count auto sequence has started.
GCVC, stand by and fire it.
Standing by.
Standing by.
RC, start the tracking camera video recorders.
Started.
OSM, set launch enabled to flight.
Flight.
Stage 1 engine chilling in.